Hello! Welcome to episode 5 of season 2 of Table Flippin' Games. We're here to play some. We're here to do some more exciting deck building. One second. I had to turn off my volume. I realized that I had Twitch on and I was listening to myself. It was creepy.
Same. I was like, oh, game in stereo.
Yeah. So this is our 5th episode, and we are finishing up a little bit of deck building. We've been tense and waiting on the edge of our seats to see Nikki's deck, what she's going to be doing with Daisy, and then we're going to be jumping into our side adventure. We decided to take a side adventure, a side quest, instead of the doom is impending in Arkham, but we're going to put all that on hold for Mardi Gras here in a second. All right, so before we get started, I just want to do a little plug for our benevolent hosts. Our show is part of a Misscliks organization, channel, what have you. It's a fantastic organization that works to promote equality and female empowerment in gaming. They have a great lineup of highly thematic and thrilling content like streaming Dungeons & Dragons sessions and Let's Plays. In this show, we're going to be instead of playing one game every episode, we're kind of taking things a little bit more in depth. We're going to be continuing our campaign of Arkham Horror, the card game, which is the new living card game out by Fantasy Flight Games. All right, so we're ready to look at Nikki's deck. Is there anywhere you want to just look at it right here on your side here?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah. So I have it kind of in a random order, so hopefully you can help follow along. Awesome. Yeah, so I built it on the GameDB site, which is super awesome, but it organizes everything by asset, event, and then skill.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'll go ahead and look at all the assets first. So I have Daisy's tote bag, which is just standard, but helps me hold extra tomes, which is super great, which means I loaded up on tomes. And then I grabbed, so we'll go straight over to one of my experience cards that I bought. So over here on the left side, I picked up Encyclopedia, which is really great. So this cost me 2 experience and will cost 2 to play, and it comes with a wild asset, which is pretty cool. And so I can exhaust Encyclopedia and choose an investigator at my location. That investigator gets +2 to a skill of my choice until the end of the phase. So that's going to be super legit.
That's
Or fights,
awesome.
Yep.
searching, whatever we need. It'll be really flexible. And I believe because it's an exhaust, I can use it once every phase, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that'll be great. I'm excited.
And I can't wait to see you reading me the entry on ghouls.
Oh, yeah.
As I'm fighting and chopping ghouls up.
Let's see if we find more, or if we're going to just keep fighting rats
Yeah.
forever. Then I picked up flashlights. I've actually grabbed 2 of those because they're actually really super useful. They're just pretty basic. They're straightforward. I get 3 supplies or 3 uses for each flashlight. I can spend 1 supply to investigate, and the location gets -2 shroud, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
good.
Then I grabbed the Holy Rosary, which is actually right below that. And so it's a 2-cost card, and it just gives me +1 to brains, which I love brains. My character is very brainy.
Willpower, but brains for us.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I get a cool necklace.
Yeah.
That's a very zombie thing to say, that you like brains.
You know,
Yeah.
Daisy's been through some stuff.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
we'll see if I'm the ghoul by the end of this campaign.
She does have the Necronomicon.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I hope that doesn't come out today. And then I grabbed 2 actually of hyper awareness. So this is a 2-cost asset that gives me books and flying shoes, which is super cool.
Mhm.
And what I can do is spend 1 resource to get extra books, or spend a resource to get extra shoes, which I don't have very good shoes. So that'll help me out a lot if I'm ever trying to evade or get out of something.
Yeah.
Or if I just want to be even smarter, I've got my extra books. So.
Intellect and agility, also, by the way. Translated. I'm just translating for you.
Oh, thanks.
That's kind of
This is what I'm here for.
And then I grabbed 2 of the magnifying glass. And so this is a fast card, which means I play that during a skill test, right? Or I can play it immediately.
It doesn't cost an action. It doesn't cost one of your actions to play it.
That's right. Okay, cool. So that gives me an extra book for investigating.
That's cool.
And
Um,
Gabe, Nikki, and Deb's cameras are switched, by the way. Just let you know while Nikki's finishing. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so I grabbed 2 magnifying glasses. The other alternative for me was to consider getting the upgraded one, which lets me put it back in my hand if there are no clues at that location, which is a pretty neat perk. But I'm going to write out this deck and see how it goes if I end up using magnifying glass a lot. And so maybe I'll swap one of those out with some extra experience.
That's a good idea.
Gotcha.
See if you'll use it a lot.
Yeah. Next card for me was medical text, which I used a lot in our last campaign. So I get to choose an investigator at my location and then test 2 books.
Yeah.
If I succeed, I heal 1 damage, and if I fail, I deal a damage.
Yeah, you're so good at that since your book is so high.
Yeah. Yay, books.
Yeah.
And then I picked up 2 of the old Book of Lore because I love books. We should probably count how many books I have at the end of this. I wonder if they all fit in my bag. So I can exhaust the old Book of Lore and choose an investigator at my location. That investigator searches the top 3 cards of his or her deck for a card. They try and then shuffle the remaining cards into their deck. So I think that's super exciting because
That is a very good one.
it'll help us avoid weaknesses and things like that, and just shuffling those back in or grabbing a card that we really need that round. So I think this card is super awesome.
Yeah.
And then I grabbed another Mystic card called Shriveling. This is probably one of the more frightening cards appearance-wise in my deck because I was going for that whole visual theme too.
Yeah.
So this one's going to be really neat. It has 4 charges, so I can spend 1 charge. This is like one of my fighty cards because I was nervous I was going to just be a punching bag. So I grabbed this. I can use my brains instead of punching fists to deal damage, and it deals +1 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, combat. Yeah, I gotta learn these. I'm just gonna keep.
No,
It's all right.
I'm not correcting you. I'm just translating once, so when they
That's good.
hear things like flying shoes, they might remember.
It's gonna be our own version of Arkham.
Right.
Yeah.
Phil.
The happy version. The only unfortunate thing about this card, like a lot of the Mystic cards, is if I see certain symbols, I end up taking a horror, which is super unfortunate. So
Yeah. The
It's
cost
risky.
of magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay a price.
And then I picked up with some experience the Bulletproof Vest, which is over here on the left. I grabbed that again because I was worried that Daisy's a little like weak in the fighting area, but I was like, she's smart. If she reads books, she'll know to bring protection to a fight, like she'll be armored up, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know. Maybe she doesn't have a bulletproof vest. She has like a vest made out of books, and they like deflect bullets or something. I don't know.
That's
That's
a
what
good
I'm going for.
Yeah.
Don't try that at home, but I guess.
It might work if I bring the encyclopedia.
Yeah. The OED.
Then I got, where is this card? Arcane Studies. Oh, here it is. It's another Mystic card. So I can spend a resource to get brains or spend a resource to get books for that skill test. So that's super handy. Not super exciting, but
Yeah, it's always fun.
Scrying. I picked that one up as well. I thought this is one of the prettiest cards I could pick. And so I grabbed 2 of these actually. I can exhaust it. It has 3 charges each. I can exhaust it and spend 1 charge. Look at the top 3 cards of any investigator's deck or the encounter deck, which is really cool. And then return them to the top of that deck in any order. So I can check ahead to see what type of encounters we're going to be facing or help people know what to draw. So it's very similar to one of the other cards we just looked at. But
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
like that picture too, although, so when they give you a Starbucks coffee and they put a design in it, are they casting some stuff?
Yeah.
Is that where that comes from?
Yeah.
they're investigating your work for the day, your tasks, what's going to be.
They're seeing how productive you're going to be.
Yeah,
I knew it.
exactly. How many meetings do you have before noon? Oh, your morning looks awful. That's what they would see in my coffee every day. All right, so that is scrying. Let's head over to our events cards. So I picked up Drawn to the Flame, which is one of my other favorite artworks for the Mystics. So I can draw the top card of the encounter deck and then discover 2 clues at my location. So this is one of my Crazy Daisy cards. So if we want to take the risk of fighting something in the encounter deck, we also get 2 clues. So I feel like it's super investigating,
Yeah.
which will be really fun. Yeah, exactly. And then I also picked up, where is this one? Mind Over Matters.
I think
Oh, that's right. It's this cool one up here. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. The yellow cards.
Oh, a Seeker?
Seeker, yes. So this is another fast card that I can only play during my turn. And until the end of the round, I can use books instead of fists and flying shoes, which is great for me. And then I picked up Working a Hunch. And that is another fast play during my turn card. And I get to just discover a clue at my location. So I feel like you guys will never have to investigate, which will be kind of nice. Like you can get extra resources or get extra cards, and I'll be searching everywhere.
All good. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Getting everything. Cool. And then I picked up 2 emergency cash just because I think this deck turned out to be more resource heavy than I thought it was going to be. So I picked those up to be safe.
Does Card Game Database also let you know like how much resource you're going to be spending on average? Does it give you those stats?
And it gives you a graph of card cost by types. It says like you have 6 cards that cost this much.
That's cool.
So, yeah, it helps you a little bit. Yeah, it's cool.
So like I don't know on average how much it'll cost per turn or per game, but I can see the distribution was on the heavier side, so that's why I ended up just grabbing those to be safe.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's awesome.
And then I also got Blinding Light, which is I think is a really cool card. So I picked up 2 of these. So this is an evade card for me. This evasion attempt uses brains instead of flying shoes. If I succeed, I also deal a damage to the enemy that I just evaded.
Wow.
But if I draw certain symbols, I lose 1 action that turn, which sucks because I don't have any sort of action boosters like you guys. So I'm still limited to the 3. So
spells, man. God, you almost wonder if they're worth the cost sometimes.
At least it's not a horror. I feel like
yeah,
I can miss an action to deal a damage to an enemy might be worth it depending on the situation. If I'm already having to evade.
Yeah, especially if you were able to evade him and then knock him out of work for the turn.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. All right, and so final cards for me are the skill cards. So I picked up 2 copies of Deduction. And so this says if the skill test is successful while investigating at a location, discover an additional clue. So that's another good investigating card.
Really good, yeah.
And then I picked up, actually, I think it's down here. Is it Fearless? I'm lost.
Which one?
Oh, it's a Mystic card, Fearless.
Oh, okay. It's this one here, yeah.
Yeah, so if this skill test is successful, I get to heal 1 horror.
That's awesome.
So I feel like that's a nice Mystic card that balances out other Mystic cards. So,
yeah.
And it's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up 2 Guts because I felt like it worked with my deck really well. So max 1 per skill test. If it's successful, I get to draw a card. So I feel like Daisy's spunky, right? Maybe she's got some guts.
Yeah.
She's got her bulletproof book vest.
Well, yeah, given you have, I don't know, I think it was like 3 or 4 cards that said this skill test is not, what it normally is. It's actually willpower. It's actually brains. So yeah, I get that one.
Yeah.
She's got the power of science and reasoning behind her.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then I grabbed Perception. Let's see.
Neutral one.
Oh, is it neutral?
Yeah, it's the investigate books.
There we go.
Yeah.
So if it's successful, I get to draw 1 card as well.
That's cool.
And of course, I have the Necronomicon, which is awful.
Not a good book. Bad.
No. So we can look at this one again. So if I draw this card, put the Necronomicon into play in your threat area with 3 horror on it, it cannot leave play while it has 1 or more horror on it still. And then I treat that's the Elder Sign, right?
Yeah.
So treat each Elder Sign you reveal on a Chaos token as a...
That's the auto fail.
Auto fail. Oh, yeah, that's awful. And then I can move, I think that's with an action, move 1 horror from the Necronomicon to Daisy. Mm-hmm. And then if it has no horror, I can discard it. So in order to get rid of this, I have to take 3 horror.
I like how the Necronomicon card on the text actually says, "This is the John D translation of the Necronomicon." Like, how many people out there are messing with this book trying to
Yeah.
translate it?
Yeah.
Leave it alone. And that is my deck.
All right, that's cool. The nice thing, I guess the one good thing about the Necronomicon is it doesn't have an effect that hurts you if it's still in play when the game is over. So you could kind of just keep it out there, but it does take up a hand, which kind of sucks.
That's true.
Yeah,
Although I've got lots of hands for books.
that's true.
All the hands.
And
Yeah.
did everyone remember to add in a basic weakness also?
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure we
Yes.
got that. Didn't want to forget
Yeah.
that.
So if-
Oh, I almost forgot. I have Laura Croft too, who's going
Oh,
to
yeah.
be joining us.
yeah, and we'll get
I
to
left
that.
Alfred behind. He's retiring. He's gotten pretty old, guys, so he just couldn't come with us to Mardi Gras.
That's good. That's good. Well, he gave you that whole lecture where he wants to just look up at a cafe someday and see you sitting there.
Don't say a word.
Don't say a word to me, etc.
All right, then that
Yeah.
should be 33 cards in everybody's deck except Nikki, who has the extra ally for 34.
Yeah, so everybody at home, what Joe was talking about is there's a deck of basic weakness cards. So everybody has one terrible weakness card that's related to their character, and then they have one basic weakness card that's randomly and secretly drawn and put into your deck. So you don't know what it is until it comes out the first time, and it's usually a slight hindrance compared to that, but it can be devastating if you draw it at the worst time. That's for sure.
That's
All right.
it.
Yeah, so we're ready to head back to.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go party.
Are you guys ready for
Yeah.
Nolans?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So Deb, you got everything you needed?
Yes, and I saved my thing as
Okay,
an
cool.
object.
All right. So I'm transporting us.
Magically.
Come with me and you'll see. I gotta find it here.
All in your imagination.
I love that there's just tentacles taking over chat. It's so creepy.
What? Oh.
awesome. All right. So I guess we can just. I'll bring my deck in first, and then that way I can get everything else kind of set up.
Yeah,
Wow, the board looks so cool.
I'm still loading. Hopefully it's not going to take too long here.
I know this looks complicated.
Yeah, it's
Many
mostly,
rooms happening here.
That's where we kept warning the locations get abundant. Don't
Yeah.
get used to the house.
Is-
The house was nice and
would
quiet.
it be too inconvenient to move back to our old colors? I feel like I got super established.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
that's no problem. Let me. I thought I brought my deck in.
I think I was red before.
I think I was where I'm at.
Oh, then it's just me and Gabe. We'll swap.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, okay.
Give me one
Yeah,
second.
you're
Yay.
right. That's right.
So you want me to be changed to yellow?
Yeah, if you're down.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna switch you to pink really fast first, so then I can change over.
I am player pink.
And I will load. Does anybody care if I bring my deck in just real
Ooh,
quick in
perfect.
the middle?
I haven't brought mine in yet.
Okay,
give me
I'll
one.
wait. We'll take turns.
Oh, how do we do that even?
I'll walk you through it.
Oh,
If you want to go next, Deb, actually, the Objects tab at the top,
okay.
and then Saved Objects.
Saved objects.
And then-
Oh, and then grab my thingy.
Yeah, and it'll drop right in the middle. That's why we go one at a time so we don't stack.
Oh, you can just click and drag it off the block and put it wherever.
Oh,
Oh yeah, okay.
that's smart.
So I'll delete this one in the middle, or do you still need that one? Okay. Here,
Katie!
Yeah,
So-
one of mine's talking to me for some reason.
All right, I'm going to load my deck.
Nikki, I put your Lita Chandler card in the middle of your player area.
Oh, perfect. Saved objects. There we go.
So are we using tokens now instead of our little player cards, or because we didn't have these before, so I don't know what we're using them for.
What's that?
The little player character.
Oh, no, you don't
Thanks.
have to use those. That was just They were just in there for your hilarious looking at how terrible they are if you
Oh.
alt them.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna stuff her up here then. She can be my mascot. Maybe I'll just make her really big.
I think I'm doing something wrong. I don't
There
know
we
how to
go.
take things out of my box. I'm taking them out one by one.
Oh, did you not stack your cards before you put them in?
No, that would have been a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, give me a
That's
second, guys.
That's no
One by
problem.
one.
Cat on cam or pre-recorded. Shoe on head. Wait, how about Pikachu on head?
All right, so I'm gonna go
That's
ahead.
the best I got.
Do you guys want me to go ahead and start? I can start reading the background. While we're
Sure.
Yes.
I'm
setting up.
just organizing my area here.
Okay. So this expansion, this is really cool. Actually, this scenario came out. It was the first thing that they ever released to the public to let them play it. At Arkham Nights, they have every year at the Fantasy Flight headquarters. They have this beautiful gaming center, and they invite people there around Halloween for Arkham Nights, and you can play anything H.P. Lovecraft. So they released this game or this scenario to introduce people how to play Arkham, and it was apparently it is really difficult if you play like the hard mode or the standalone mode. So the cool thing about the side quests is you can play them standalone, which they're a little bit more difficult and challenging, but you only play the one-off scenario. If you play with campaign mode, you play with the same chaos bag and difficulty and weaknesses. Everything is the same, so it's not a big deal. It just costs XP to be able to do a side story, like a side quest. It costs each of us 1 XP, which we spent in order to start this quest here. And then we're starting in, let's see, the story starts, The Terror Grips New Orleans. Minnie Klein, your contact at the Arkham Advertiser, had slipped you a draft of the article over a cup of coffee at Velma's Diner. It would have gone to print had Doyle Jeffries, the lead editor, not scoffed at the concept. I believe his exact words were, "I ain't printing the ravings of some voodoo lunatic and passing it off as news," she explained. From the sly grin spreading across her face, you could tell she smelled a story. The headline was sensationalist. 3 killings in 9 days was enough to spook a town, sure, but you doubt all of New Orleans is gripped by terror or even knows about the killings. Still, something piqued your interest. Lady Esprit, the voodoo priestess from the article, claimed that a malign curse had taken root in the bayou. "There's something to this, isn't there? I know that look," Minnie said. "You weren't sure. If Lady Esprit was right, this Rougarou wouldn't stop killing at 3, that's for sure. But curses? Wolf people? How could such things be real? Only one way to find out. You put on your coat and head for the North Side Station."
Rougarou!
Rougarou! So I've got everything kind of set up. The one thing that's cool about this game, like I said before, is even though as far as spoilers, it's kind of cool that they make it replayable because we're actually going to roll a die, and one of these regions we're not going to explore in this game. So we roll a die, and whichever I made these giant green dice to number each region. So we're going to pick one region, roll a 4-sided die here. If someone wants to roll this giant 4-sided die.
Wow, that's so cool.
You want to roll it?
Do it.
How do I roll it? Do I throw it?
You pick it up with the left button and shake it, and then just kind of toss it.
Pretty big one.
That work?
Yeah.
That'll work.
All right. So 4. So we are not. Oops! I made 2 4s. I didn't mean to do that. So we're not playing with the wilderness this time. So we're putting that back up.
All right.
So the wilderness locations aren't true, and now aren't going to be used. Now we need to roll the die one more time because we're going to choose our starting location area.
Ooh, who gets that honor?
I rolled last time, so
I'll do
someone
it.
else.
Let's see. I think I can also just toss it up.
Yep.
Oh, cat, that's the worst spot to lay.
And
3.
is it 3? Okay.
Okay. So we set aside the other 2 locations, 1 and 2. We might encounter those later. Then I'll delete all the dice. So this is our starting location. We are at the Riverside
Ooh.
location.
We get some drinks, hang out by the riverside.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm skids.
So right now, I believe we start on the Bayou location. Yeah, so we all begin play here at this. I'm going to shrink our portraits just a little bit.
I'll put my action figure out.
Thanks. That's so useful. And she doesn't look at all like
I like that we both made ours gigantic.
Oh, see?
Easy.
Daisy's so attractive.
I have to scramble to go get some other coats and shoes.
Yeah.
Sorry, fam. We're giants now. That's why I need so many coats, because I can't fit them on my very large body.
That's true.
They're just too good not to use. Like my giant black eyebrows are just
Yeah.
bad. And yours too, Deb. And
Yeah.
like, your blue neck.
I love how it does not look like a scarf. It just looks like I am wearing
A big neck
collar.
brace or something.
Yeah, like a house arrest collar or something. I'm on the suicide squad. They're gonna blow me up if I don't obey.
All right. So now we have. Oh, are we missing somebody's?
Oh, let me shrink. I'll come over there now.
Her face token.
All right.
Yeah, but the marker will work.
There we go.
Okay, so let's see. What do we do now? We've set aside everything else. We got the encounter deck set up. Okay, so then these cards will be set aside until we get to the end of the scenario. So the first, once again, you always read the agenda deck first, just to give setting what the current story is for the agenda, which are the bad guys, and the act deck, which is our story. After arriving in New Orleans the next day, you start your investigation by asking the locals what they know of recent killings. As you suspected, most know very little of the incidents. You do manage to find several eyewitnesses who give similar descriptions of the creature. Its lithe, muscular form, lanky arms, and wolf-like visage. A promising start, but if there's any truth to the rumors about this curse, you'll have to talk to Lady Esprit herself. So there are 5 doom that activate this agenda.
So just to recap, we got here because the local paper got a tip from this Lady Esprit lady that there was a werewolf loose in one.
A curse.
Okay.
A curse.
And a rougarou.
And people have been found dead in New Orleans.
That's the sound it makes if it's a werewolf, obviously.
Right. That's all we know,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. So now we need to. So our first step in our investigation is to find Lady Esprit. According to our contact, Lady Esprit is a voodoo priestess who lives deep within the bayou. Obviously, most tend to stay clear of her lonely shack. After all, the bayou can be a dangerous place, even if it were not for the recent rash of savage killings. So if the investigators are at a bayou location, which there's only this one that we're starting at right now, we can spend a number of clues equal to the number of investigators to advance the plot. So we need to find 4 clues.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad for the first leg or whatever.
I got this, you guys.
Yeah.
All right. 4 clues. We can do that.
So we start off in brackish waters. We're at the Riverside Bayou location. The reeking odor of dead fish overwhelms your senses. You can't help but hold your breath as you wade through the repugnant shallows. And then we flip it over since it's an active location now that we're all here. There are no clues here, apparently. There's a Shroud of One. While you're at brackish waters, you cannot play asset cards. So you can't play any assets here.
What?
I know.
Wow.
As an action, any character can discard 2 assets from their hand or from play in front of you. Test Agility 3 difficulty to wade through the dark waters and retrieve an abandoned fishing net. If you succeed, you take control of the fishing net asset. So we
can either discard 2 assets or do the agility test?
No, you have to discard the assets or from play to do the agility test.
Just
to be able to do it.
Test, which you might fail.
Right.
That sucks.
Yeah.
What would the fishing net do against a rougarou?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Uh-oh. We
find.
caught you.
That's right. I can't.
Yeah.
Better than nothing, I guess. Wow. Okay. And we got to draw our hand of 5 and decide on a mulligan if anybody wants to do there. And remember, the ones you don't have to put back in the deck when you mulligan.
Oh, I forgot.
I think I'll keep the cards that I got. Maybe I should mulligan my I don't know.
And you don't keep your weakness auto.
Right.
Right.
automatically, right?
But you don't have to put it in your deck before you draw your replacements.
Ooh, that's okay.
Yeah, it's really nice. All right, I'm happy.
Oh yeah, I am. Ah, it's looking good already.
Yeah, I think that's a way you know your deck that you made is going to be all right when you get that. Your opening hand gets pretty.
Do I have to mulligan the whole hand, or can I pick a card?
You pick.
You can pick any amount.
One, either none or up to 5. All 5 if you want.
Okay. And I totally missed how to mulligan because I was looking at my cards. So I just put it back and shuffle?
You set aside the ones you don't want, then draw the replacements,
Right.
and then put them back. So it helps you make sure you don't get them. It's a really cool rule.
Okay.
Unlike Hearthstone, where you throw things away and then immediately get the same thing. You're like, wow, okay.
Yeah, other
Rip
card
me.
games are like that too. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Go back in.
All right. Let's find us. What is she? A witch doctor?
Lady Esprit. She's a voodoo priestess, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Not
big difference.
different. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she hasn't got her witch doctorate
You
yet.
definitely don't want to
Right.
say that to her.
It's
What are you, a witch doctor?
it depends on how
Okay.
much school you've done.
Right.
Oh,
She hasn't done her internship.
I've got a book on that if you want to read.
I bet you do.
All right.
So skip Mythos,
yeah,
right?
so we start off with the investigator phase. So whoever wants to go
All right.
first.
It's kind of
so
toss up.
am I still the lead investigator for this, or does someone
Oh,
else
I'm glad
get to
you
do
brought
it?
that up. No, it's somebody new every.
Yes.
Does it have to
Is
be
it?
someone new?
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be,
Oh,
but
okay.
you get to. My thought about that, I thought about this ahead of time. I mean, we're hitting the streets. There's one person I know from the streets.
That's true.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, boys and girls.
she's got
I mean,
a
this is
leader.
not my neighborhood, though. That's the
Oh,
only thing.
well.
I'm
but it's
not
still the-
worldly enough to know anything about this place.
But you've got survival skills.
That's right. That's right. I nominate
All right.
Deb.
All right. I mean,
A second.
I can do. I'll do it.
All
I'll do
right.
it. Just
Yeah,
don't
that
let me
sounds good.
forget when I have to
Okay.
do stuff because
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure. You might lose some sanity just for yourself.
Speaking of that, Nikki, that's why I put that token by your counter. Remember,
Yes.
you have a mental trauma, so you're one
Yep.
less. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm on it.
All right. So who wants to go first?
Oh, one thing to tell you guys, the white lines are important because they tell you what's connected. So, for example, you can move down to either riverside location or from one riverside to another. But eventually, later on, you have to go back to the bayou to move somewhere else if there's other locations available.
Born on the bayou.
So the white lines tell you what's connected. White lines. That seemed like a song.
Probably is.
Yeah.
All right. Are
who
we
wants to
going to
go
stick
first?
together, or are we going to split up?
It's always a tough
Yeah.
call. We don't know what those locations are, so we can flip them, and then that might help us decide too.
Well, we have to go to them to flip them.
Right. We don't know if one's going to have a higher shroud, and therefore
Right.
those are the ones, Nikki's going to. Or I don't mind going first. Usually this first round is just all asset playing, so I don't think it matters too much who goes first. But if someone else is dying to go
Wait, so the Rougarou's not in our room.
No.
We have to find it. That's our goal.
Yeah. Well, first
Find
we
and
got to
kill.
find her.
Search and destroy.
First, we got to get clues from Lady Esprit. She's going to lead us to the Rougarou, apparently.
We've got to find Lady Esprit first.
Yeah.
She's got the info.
Oh,
Yeah.
what if we
Yeah.
run into the Rougarou before we find her?
That's a good question. I don't know.
We'll see.
Can that happen?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't think we know. Yeah.
Do you really not know?
Well, I do kind of.
Well, okay. All right. Well, in that case, I am going to activate self-preservation, which I'm going to play the bulletproof vest because
Nice.
obviously I have that coat.
Oh, smart.
I'm going to
Nice.
put that on here and get rid of 2 of these things. Boop, boop. And then I also have this rabbit's foot that I'm going to play. So that's 2 actions. Rabbit's foot is my accessory.
Nice.
Delete one of these bad Larrys. And then, what else can I do? I guess I will. How smart am I? Am I investigating smart?
I think you're average, if I remember right.
I think I have 4 in. Where's my. Oh no, where'd my card go? Uh oh.
Oh, did we not bring it in? Did we?
I had it.
Are you talking
Did you
about Wendy here?
Save it to your objects, your face.
I might have put it on my deck.
I've got another copy here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, it might be in my deck somewhere. So.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, there's one in the middle.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
there we go. One way or the other, we got it.
Okay.
There's a spy.
I'll probably have to get it out of my deck later. So whenever it comes up, I'll just throw it away.
I can get it. I can
Hey, I
get it
drew
if you want.
myself.
There
Oh,
you
okay.
go. I got
All
it.
right, cool. Thank you.
Whoa, that was so
Okay,
fast.
I'm gonna use that one because I'm attached to it.
There you go.
Whee. So yeah, I think I have. What do I have? 4 heads. Heads are research, right?
No, book is research.
Books.
Oh,
Intelligence.
investigate. Oops.
Yeah.
Investigate is books.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the heads for?
That's
What
for
were
like
the heads
horror
for?
horror tests
Yeah.
and encounter cards that cause
Certain
horror.
encounters usually is really always the only place we see it.
What is the shroud value on this?
It's
Wait,
one.
do we even have clues on
right?
here?
There's
No.
Oh, there's
no
nothing.
clue.
Oh, why am I even trying to? Ugh, I'm so.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
All right, so I don't have much else to do.
So
Yeah,
you
you could always
could-
move and see what the other locations look like.
Or grab
do have
resources, right?
You do
Right.
have the. You also have the best agility out of all this. Oh no, I guess Con Man's also got 4, right?
Oh, I have a
Do
name.
we have
Jeez.
a game plan for the Riverside?
Everybody
Well,
split up.
Are we splitting up or?
They're
Well,
hidden
we
to
don't
us right
know
now.
quite yet. We
Yeah.
don't know what the shrouds are. We got to go there and find it all out.
All right. Well, I am going to go. I'm gonna go south.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go
Cool.
South Bank.
So
right
you
here.
found the Audubon Park.
Cool.
When you evade an enemy at this park, discard a random card from your hand.
No,
if
that's
you
my
invade.
attack
Ooh.
strategy.
So we've
Not
got
a nice one.
we've got 4 clues on this location.
But there are no enemies there so far. So
right.
Right.
Is that 3 shroud though? Or what's
Yes.
the black?
Yes.
Oh.
And
All
I
right,
will.
so
I will
I'm
point
gonna
out a
end
victory.
up probably leaving this place because I'm not going to be great here.
Okay.
These down.
And it
I
is a victory
love
location.
Shrouded.
If we can
Let's
get
go.
all the clues, that's an experience point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it says victory 1 on the bottom.
So that's good.
Well, at least there aren't that many clues. It's only 1 per investigator.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
All right. I'll probably move next turn, but at least I have all my stuff on me.
All right. Who's up next?
Well, Joe, if one of you or I go and we move to the other location, I mean, if we're going to split up, then we can see which one would be better for Nikki to go to, right? Although 3 shrouds
True.
pretty high.
True. Yeah. Since there's a werewolf out, you go first.
All right.
I'm right behind you.
Unless I want to go south.
Unless I'm not.
Yeah.
Could be a trick.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and play my guard dog. Well,
All right.
I'm trying to decide if I should do that or not.
Does he sound like a Rougarou?
No, but
Probably.
I think he's good at sensing them.
Oh, good.
Can smell them.
Yeah.
Sniff out the Rougarou.
Maybe I should play. I don't know. Yeah, I'll go ahead and play that. So that cost me 3. And I don't have anything else to play, so I'm going to go ahead and move. I'll go ahead and move to this location in case there's something bad. I can end up moving by myself. So we'll see what's
Okay.
here. I found the Farburg Marini. While you're at the Marini, reduce the cost of each asset you play by 1. Hey, that's awesome.
Ooh, discount.
So for an action, we can resign at this location. We can give up on finding the beast and just escape without taking a trauma.
Oh, okay.
So if
Oh,
we're
so that's
doing
like
really
our
bad-
give up location then.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this like an inn?
It's a marinee. I don't know what a marinee is. I'm assuming it's like a dock house, something by the.
Mm.
Oh, I
Why
see.
is
Makes
there
sense.
Someone
even
smart
a
in chat will
shroud?
tell us that.
Why is there even a shroud value if there are no clues?
That's a good question. Well, there are certain things you could do that manipulate shroud value or do something with the shroud value, right?
And I can kind of
Oh,
answer.
okay.
You and I, Deb, if you remember, you might not have the same card, but I take it because I'm all about money. That burglary asset will let you investigate, but instead of clues, you get money, and you can do it
Oh.
on locations without clues too.
Oh, okay. You get resources?
Yeah,
Instead-
resources
oh, okay.
instead of clues. You
All
burglarize
right.
it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Don't do that, guys.
Well,
That's stealing.
So I guess we all want to end up down at the park
that's where the clues are at. Yeah, and we need
because there are
three
there are no other locations for us to go to. Correct? It's
Right
just these three
now.
cards for right now. Okay.
I think so.
Apparently,
Party at the park.
Yeah, I
apparently,
feel like we should go to the park.
the Farburg Marinee is just the name of a neighborhood in New Orleans.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
It doesn't
All right.
That's what people
necessarily.
hang.
Yeah. Although it makes me think of something marinee, like sea-related marinee.
Yeah.
Like a mariner? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
I think you have one action left, right? You could buy something on the cheap.
Is that
Or
me?
move down to where we're
Yeah.
going.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think I will move down with you guys because I don't have enough money to get what I want to get. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And so that leaves me and Nikki. It doesn't matter to me, Nikki. Did you want to go? You want me to go?
I can go.
Go for it.
Just depends on how crazy we want to get. Actually, I'll
Oh,
go
we are in New
because
Orleans.
yeah, let's do this. Okay,
Mardi Gras.
I'm gonna move down for one action, and do we want to do this? I feel like this will be so cool. All right, I'm gonna play this card. This is called Drawn to the Flame. It's a 0-cost event card. I can draw the top card of the encounter deck for us. And we're going to start this off right. But we discovered 2 clues at our location.
That's cool.
I feel like now's a good time to play it because
Yeah.
we don't have any monsters to
It's-
fight. So
Yeah, it's
true.
perfect.
Yeah.
okay.
I'll take one encounter for 2 clues.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me grab the clues before I forget. So we got our 2 clues. Oops, whoa. And then
Take the whole park with me.
That's mine. And then let's see what we're gonna fight.
Oh, it is
A
a thing.
swamp leech. Oh, that's terrifying.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Swamp at any bayou or spawn at any bayou location. So it actually spawns on
You
skids there.
sons of.
Oh boy. Oh,
Wait, that's
can't be
good, though.
evaded either.
Ooh.
Wow. I'm
But-
useless.
But if you do end up leaving the bayou location, you auto discard it, which is
But
kinda
it still
nice.
gets to hit you for an attack of opportunity.
Right.
yeah,
to
and
me.
it's a 4.
Wow, those guys
Ooh,
are
attack
annoying,
too,
but
so.
but they don't hit hard and they look easy to fight.
Mm-hmm.
They go for the toes.
Actually, they're not easy to fight. They're
Yeah,
hard
it's
to
a
hit,
4.
but all you need is one hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ouch. Okay, so that's on me.
Sorry.
Nah, it was still.
But if
worth
you
for
come
2
down
clues.
here, Nikki can heal you, right? So
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Well-
I could take a hit.
Once I have that card.
Oh, is that's not a base kit thing? Oh,
No,
for some reason
that'd be
I thought that
nice.
was your person. Okay.
And Nikki, that was awesome. You still got 2. You could knock out those other 2 clues if you wanted.
Yeah, you need
Oh,
some
wait.
salt for that leech.
Yeah.
So I moved and then I used that card.
Oh yeah. Okay, you got 1. That's right.
I'm actually going to use this turn to equip my flashlight instead.
Okay. Cool.
And that costs 2 resources. That's it for me.
Man, I do not know what to do with that leech now. I mean, I can't do anything while it's there. Otherwise, it's going to hit me every time I do anything but fight or evade it. I can't evade it.
I think you should just
And-
leave.
Yeah. If you don't
Yeah.
think you
Take
could
the
fight
damage.
it. Yeah.
My
if you don't-
fighting sucks right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
'Cause
But
if,
leave-
if you fight it and lose, And that's still consuming an action, or you can just leave and then
Yeah.
take damage and still keep your 2 other actions. You know, you don't have to take 2 to get out of there.
I mean, do you guys mind? You guys seem to have the clues taken care of. If I went to the other one, I could play assets on the cheap.
Yeah.
Or,
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you guys don't need
Yeah.
me down there for the clues. I'm not a big.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nikki's probably going to get the last 2 clues for us anyway.
I'm just making
Next
sure.
turn.
Okay, so I move.
We're
That
all
costs
pretty
me
dumb.
1 action, and as I move, the guy gets an attack of opportunity, which is 1 health. Let's see. That's it, right?
Yeah. Need to get that looked at
For
though.
that guy. All right. Now, oh no, he's still there, right?
No.
Well,
Oh, he
He's
disappears
about-
when you leave.
yeah. When
He's about to move, right? And then
Yeah.
he'll disappear.
yeah. So enemies, I think, move with you when you move to another location, right?
Oh.
Oh,
Wait, I thought it said if you.
they do. I thought
it said it disappeared. When Swamp Leech
yeah.
enters a non-bio location, discard it.
Right.
So it would just
stays
leave
on,
once he gets to the.
Right. It stays
Barbara.
on him, but it is true that that's a rule, right? Where if you move to another location, enemies stay on you, right? If you don't evade them.
They follow you, I thought.
We
if
might
they
need to
don't
look
evade you.
that up. What would that be under engagement? If you mind
let's-
looking while I finish
yeah.
my turn?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, while we figure that out, I'm still in the free and clear. It's either at the bayou or it's dead. Gabe's figuring that out.
Like, I think they would follow you on the monster move turn.
Well, only if they say hunter do they even move at all, if they have the hunter keyword.
Oh, that's right.
But what we're looking up is because it was already engaged on me, if I move, does it follow me because it was engaged?
Gilly says, yes, they follow.
Gil, I'm not listening.
Also, I invoke the Grim rule. Wow, rude.
She's probably right. And I think she's right. I just forgot that. But Gabe's looking. So for my other 2 actions.
Yeah, because usually what we do is we'll evade them and then leave the room.
Hello.
Right.
This will be-
Right. You guys know I'm all about that money. So my second action is a hot streak.
Yeah. Okay. So each enemy in an investigator's threat area is considered to be at the same location as that investigator, and should the investigator move, the enemy remains engaged and moves to the new location simultaneously with the investigator. So then that means as soon as he moves that location with you, he's discarded.
Awesome.
I think you should show off your card, Joe. Hot streak. It's so cool. Look at you. You're like, oh, look at this amazing hand. So great.
Yeah.
I'm just slowly moving my money, as you could see, because it just gets me
Oh, wow. So much money.
10 resources, so now I'm
Oh my
loaded.
god.
Set for the game.
That's why I wanted 2 of those. I'll get it. So that was my second action. I potentially have 2 more actions.
So now he's part of the 1%.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, jeez.
Wow.
I am going to
We're all
equip.
broke as a joke compared to you.
I'm going to equip the 45 that costs 1 less since I'm at this location. It costs 3. And I'm always going to consider it a failure if I don't get to do my action, which lets me pay 2 resources for an extra action. So I've done that. So I'm doing my last action. And that is an emergency cash.
Wow.
Actually, I don't need to do that. I'm actually, sorry, didn't mean to do that. I'm actually going to take a card because my hand is depleted. Now I'm done.
All right. So we're back to the enemy phase, right? Enemy phase. There's no enemies, thankfully. So now we go back to the top of the phase, Mythos phase. We add a Doom to the Doom track.
No.
And then we each have to draw an encounter card, starting with Deb this time.
Okay. Dragged under.
Ah!
Test my shoes. If I fail, add dragged under to my threat area. When you leave your current location, take 2 damage and discard. And at the end of your turn, test shoes. If you succeed, discard dragged under.
Wow.
Okay, so
First, you test to see if you even get it at
okay,
all.
cool.
That's the 3 shoes, yeah.
So what do I have? I can use my cards on that, right?
Yep, and anyone at your location can contribute.
So I just have to beat 3. I have a base of 4. So I'm going to. Oh, I can always play my lucky. play when I fail and get +2. Okay, yeah, I think we're fine.
All right.
So, unless I get an auto -2. Okay, well I can play this.
Ooh, she's
For
lucky.
1. Boop.
So you got it?
And then, yep.
Nice. So lucky gives you +2. Okay, cool.
Good work. Good work.
Yay.
Nice.
All right, so I guess I'm next. Oh, Bog Gator.
Wow,
Ooh,
he is bloody.
a gator.
So, his praise. Well, since I drew him, I'm the prey. But if he ever gets evaded, he's going to go after the person with the lowest agility. While
No,
Not me!
always got to be.
Oh, that
faster
might
than
still be you, Roland. You're pretty slow.
I do only have a 2. So while he's at a bayou location, he has +2 fight and +2 evade. But thankfully, we are not at the bayou location.
That is lucky. Yeah, good.
So that's fine. I'm a good one to get the enemy to fight.
So I'm next. What do I got by myself over here? Ripples on the surface, treachery card. I test brains, which I suck at. For each point you fail, take a horror. Yikes. If you're at a bayou location, you cannot commit cards to this test.
Ooh, so
Wow.
thankfully you're not.
I'm not, but I'm bad at. So it's a 3, and I'm already at
Your
a
will's
2.
a
So
2.
that's a great start. Great start. And I'm going to take horror. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh,
My
and you're
God.
alone. Rip.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I gotta play this card, unfortunately, and it's such a good card. It's my main card, my main good card, but I think I need it.
To boost your skill.
Right, I'm gonna use the 2 wilds, so that puts me at a 4 versus a
I
3
get to throw
still,
mine away.
and I lose that great card. So 4 versus a 3, and I'll probably still fail.
So
What are the
skull is a
scores?
-2, -4 if you're at a bayou location.
So I
Ugh.
still lost, but it's only 1 horror, right?
Well,
For
no,
each
you
point
had
you fail.
4, right? 4 minus. Oh yeah, you did lose 1 horror because it's a 3.
Right. So I get that helped not to
Yeah.
lose as
Yeah.
much horror. All right. Ugh.
You can always come hang out with Dr. Quinn. I'll heal you up.
I know. I'm going to.
I got Cursed Swamp. So test brains. For each point you fail by, take 1 damage. If you are at the bayou location, you cannot commit skill cards. What's going on? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
Man. These
I don't
cards
know.
punish you. We got to remember that. Don't hang out at bayou locations too
Yeah.
long.
Yeah. Well, it makes
Right.
sense. There's nothing for us there. We shouldn't be
Yeah.
there.
It's the
Yeah.
wilderness. It's the danger.
You're good at that though, Nikki. So you should knock that out.
So I have three brains right now. And it's 3. I don't really have any cards to play towards it. So I'm just going to risk it. I'm just going to go for it.
I'm not there to help you. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. If anyone else has brainy cards, but I think it'll be okay.
I can check if you want. Let me see.
I'll just go for it.
Okay.
Just going to go for it. I'm being bold.
All right.
You know, it wasn't scary enough last campaign, so I'm just going to live on the edge a little bit. And, -1.
Is that
Were
good?
you
Oh.
tied with it?
I was tied, so I'm going to take 1 damage.
Oh. Okay.
That's not bad. You at least
Yeah.
reduce the damage you take somewhat.
Yeah.
Oh right. We start over with our health, and I didn't mark my tracker thingy.
Upkeep phase. No wait,
let's
right?
see.
No, we're
Yeah.
on investigator.
7.
Investigator phase. Yeah.
Oh wait, but we
Wow, I
didn't
have
do
11
the
health.
upkeep phase.
Yeah. Did anybody? We didn't do the
I
upkeep
forgot about
phase.
that. So everybody
So-
should have gotten a card and a resource. Sorry.
Yes, I forgot too. But now we're on investigator phase.
Right. So whoever wants to go first.
Oh wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
I had rabbit's foot, so when I failed that skill test before, does it not count as a fail for triggering my rabbit's foot, or does it? Because
I
I
think-
saved it with lucky, but I still failed it originally.
I think you could have executed Rabbit's Foot first and then played Lucky because you failed first and then you played Lucky, right?
That's a
No,
good
it says
question.
after you fail a skill test, you exhaust a rabbit's foot and draw a card. So it doesn't.
And then
It
this one
doesn't make
says,
it.
Lucky says, play when you would fail a test, get +2 for
Okay,
that
so you don't
test."
actually fail.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's what I just wanted to clarify that. Make sure I didn't miss that.
All right.
All right. Anybody want to go first, or I could fight the croc or Gata? Sorry.
Gata. Yeah, you could do that. See, make sure you guys get free and clear down there.
This is also a good time if we did want to take a quick break.
Yeah, we could do that. Take a quick break, and then we'll be back and see me wrestle this Gata.
We're back to the bayou.
All right.
All right, sounds good.